Good day, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're unpacking an important but often misunderstood part of New Zealand immigration process: interim visas. These visas are crucial for maintaining lawful status in New Zealand during a visa transition. But while the process might seem automated or simple at first glance, there are many layers to it. And if you're not paying close attention, you could find yourself breaching visa conditions without even realizing it. Let's take a closer look. An interim visa is a type of bridging visa automatically issued by Immigration New Zealand when your current temporary visa expires before your new temporary visa is granted or refused. It allows you to stay lawfully in New Zealand while your new visa application is being processed. It generally lasts for a maximum of 6 months or until your visa application is decided, whichever happens first. It's important you understand that interim visas are only issued between temporary visas. They are not granted simply because you have applied for residence. If you're applying for a residence class visa, you'll still need to maintain a valid temporary visa while your residence visa application is being processed. If you apply for another temporary visa before your current visa expires and you are in New Zealand at that time, Immigration New Zealand will normally issue you an interim visa automatically. The visa will be sent to you electronically, typically in the form of a letter about a week before your current visa expires. However, interim visas are discretionary. This means they are not guaranteed. If there are any complexities in your immigration history, such as character concern, a pending appeal, deportation liability, or a compliance issue, your interim visa may be delayed or declined entirely, requiring manual assessment by an immigration officer. In those cases, you may become unlawful once your current visa expires, unless a different solution, such as a request under Section 61 of the Immigration Act, is pursued. The conditions of an interim visa are not one size fits all. They depend on what kind of visa you held previously and what kind of visa you are applying for. There are approximately 20 different combinations that dictate what conditions will apply on your interim visa, so it's essential to read the visa document or letter you receive carefully. Generally, if you're applying for the same type of visa with the same conditions, such as the same job, same employer for work visas, the interim visas will usually let you continue under the same terms. If you're changing your visa type or purpose, for example, going from a work visa to a student visa or to a different job, your interim visa may carry visitor visa conditions, which prohibits work and study. In rare cases, student visa applicants from a visitor visa may be granted interim student conditions, but this is one of the few exceptions. Because of these variations, assuming that you can carry on working or studying without checking the conditions is a common and serious mistake. There are some important restrictions on what you can do while on an interim visa. 1. You cannot leave New Zealand. If you do, your interim visa will lapse and you will not be permitted to re enter unless a new visa is granted from outside the country. 2. You cannot apply for another visa from within New Zealand while on an interim visa except for the application you've already submitted. 3. You must strictly adhere to the conditions listed on your interim visa. Any breach, such as working when you hold visitor rights, can lead to compliance issues and future visa complications. The expiry of the interim visa depends entirely on the outcome of your visa application it is tied to. Here's how it works. If your new temporary visa is approved, the interim visa is cancelled automatically and your new visa begins. If your new visa is declined, your interim visa will remain valid for 21 calendar days from the date of decision. If your application is withdrawn, the same 21-day rule applies from the withdrawal date. If Immigration New Zealand has made a decision after 6 months, your interim visa expires and you become unlawful in New Zealand. During the 21-day period after a decline or withdrawal, you may submit a reconsideration request, but you have only 14 days to do so. For applicants under some residence pathways, interim visas may last up to 24 months, and the post decline period may extend to 2 months, but this applies only in specific cases like the skilled residence category visas, not generally temporary visas. To avoid complications with interim visas, here are some key tips. Apply early. Don't wait until the last minute to submit your visa application. Know your conditions. Read your interim visa letter thoroughly and understand what you can do and cannot do. Do not assume you can continue working or studying just because you were previously doing so. Check your email. If you haven't received your interim visa and your expiry date is near, check spam folders or contact Immigration New Zealand. Seek advice. If there's any uncertainty, especially around work rights or visa conditions, get professional guidance. Interim visas serve as an important purpose in helping visa holders stay lawfully in New Zealand during transitions, but they are far from automatic in every sense. Misunderstanding the rules can lead to serious consequences, so stay informed, stay compliant, and if in doubt, speak to an expert. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe for more in depth immigration guidance, and let us know if there's a topic you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.